give to Hall. No throw. Over the middle. Caught. Hutchinson wide open. He'll take it all the way for a Cyclone touchdown. They went RPO and now a flag after the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 8. That penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. 15-yard penalty. First down.
The fun police are out here at Ames.
Hutchinson
but a great job.
Open.
I mean, it was just a quick slant. Safeties had crashed on the play fake.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my goodness.
That
Did you
is
see this?
Horrible.
This is like the worst call in NCAA history.
Young steps up, and he's sacked. It's a safety. That's a safety. Devondre Sweat. Who are these Longhorns on defense?
After the play, this might be a flag on Texas. Watch as Young gets corralled.
Personal foul, roughing the passer with targeting, number 0, defense. 15-yard penalty. That's in the previous spot, automatic, first down. The previous play is under further review.
Roughing the passer, it looks like that was an Olay play.
There is no foul for targeting or roughing the passer, as the foul was described incorrectly to the referee. The only foul that we reviewed was the targeting, as there was no roughing the passer called. Fourth down.
Keeper. Hit! Right at the marker. The spot will decide it. Delano Hill got there. It looks like it's a first down. It is. Ohio State stays alive, barely.
But they put it into the hands of J.T. Barrett after the fake there to Samuel. See, he gets hit low there by Hill.
They're going to review the spot. They're going to review the spot. He was hit low, then ran into a couple of bodies high and knocked down. And this is going to be scrutinized by William Simons, the replay official.
Chris, you know, Hill hit him low, and then the senior Chris Wormley hit him high.
It's clear in Harbaugh's mind.
Yeah. I think when the forward progress would be when he's in the air, not where he lands. I think it's in the air right there.
And the ball in his right arm from that angle did appear to just break the plane before he hit the ground.
I don't think, again, if you go by where he landed, he looks like he's a half a yard short. If you go by where the forward progress is while he's in the air, I think he's right at the mark.
Not as good pass blockers as the tackles.
Will they get after Levitt? Levitt, big hit. Coming in was Michael Taft meeting Stovall.
And I don't know, Colin Simmons may have tipped that. So Colin Simmons was kind of laying back, that time spying. The ball came over the middle of the field, and I think it was the true freshman that potentially got his hand on this. Take a look.
You see that ball fluttering, but it does go into the hands of Stovall.
They're going to take a look to see if this is targeting now in the back end.
Well, that would be a massive call if it is. Let's bring in Matt Austin, our rules expert. Matt, what do you see here?
Well, we definitely have a defenseless receiver, and just as he's turning after catching the ball, he gets hit in the head by the defender. So I would not be surprised if this is called targeting from the booth.
I mean, that would alter the scope of the final 63 seconds of this tie quarterfinal game if that is rule targeting.
Could you imagine that too, coming at this point of the game on third down?
If it isn't, it's a 4th and 5. He was getting sick on the sidelines. He was out of the game, and this is what they're looking at.
After review, there's no foul for targeting. Texas has declined the runoff. The clock will start at the snap.
That helps Texas greatly here. No targeting on Taft.
They're 8 out of 10 on third down. Jackson Arnold. Crowd thinks he got in. The officials are trying to sort it out. Meanwhile, the ball is out. There's a Georgia player running in the opposite direction all the way down. That's Kyron Jones. Kirby saying there's the ball. We have a touchdown. Meanwhile, Hugh Freeze thinks his team scored. And a couple of the offensive players on the field are signaling that. I think it's a touchdown.
That's my gut, but do they have indisputable video evidence? That's the tricky part because of what it was called on the field.
He still has it. C.J. Allen's hand comes in. But you know, he has the ball. He still has now's the punch out, and he knocks the ball back, and it still goes back across the goal line.
After further review, the runner lost control of the ball prior to reaching the plane of the goal line.
Oh boy. I have no idea what they were looking at. I mean, all three of us thought that shot down the line where you can see the ball, especially when you sync it up from the other side with the top of his body, and he still has the ball. The hand bats it away, and then shortly thereafter Mateer followed. Mateer has a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Isaiah Satania. Busted coverage for Auburn, and a 24-yard score for Satania.
Crazy moment a second ago. Here is Satania, who looks like he's walking off the field from the previous play. They decide as soon as he walks off to try to snap it, catch him off guard. Auburn never sees him.
And let's bring in Matt Austin. Matt, tell us about that situation.
Yeah, I wish I could see the player all the way to the sideline, but I can't. But you cannot use the substitution process to deceive your opponent. If that's what they were trying to do, that's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It should be 15 yards and no touchdown.
Perhaps that's what Hugh Freeze was screaming at Jeff Heeser about.
Lorette's up there as a wide out too. The ball goes into the end zone and it is incomplete. Intended for Gamble. Now there is a penalty flag thrown.
Hold on.
Hold the phone. Everybody comes running down on the field. You got to get off because there's a penalty flag thrown, and I think it's against Miami.
And if it's thrown in the end zone, the ball will be placed on the 1 yard line. First and goal.
Tad too soon. Randy Crystal. Yep.
Glenn Sharp, 31 on Chris Gamble, number 7. Oh, that's a tough call there. What about this angle? Bad call. Bad call.
The left hand. I don't know if the left arm was there too soon or not.
I think the ball got there before Glenn Sharp did.
Mark Crawford steps up to the 5. High end over end punt. DeJean not going to touch it until now. Little spin down the sideline. Got some space. Here he comes. Cooper DeJean cuts it back. 25. He's got a chance. He scores.
Allows the ball to bounce as he initially receives it. He's certainly not out of bounds there. Spins away from a defender and then tight ropes the sidelines like Baryshnikov and does clearly stay in bounds there.
He did not go out of bounds, Anthony. You were all over that. Almost got caught from the backside. Little bit of help from that block.
After reviewing the play, the returner waved his left hand, which is an invalid fair catch signal. Therefore, by rule, the ball became dead upon recovery. The ball be placed at the 46-yard line. Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute 33 seconds. 1:33, please. Thank you.
Reggie Smith, your reaction.
All right, initially the punt returner points at the ball, which is something that's allowed. However, with his left hand, he begins giving the getaway signal, as you can see him waving here. And this constitutes an invalid fair catch signal. That's not a penalty, but it causes the ball to become dead at the spot of recovery.
Ace Sanders slides back into the shadows of the south end zone. Fake by Michigan. Michigan's running for it left side. They run for the marker. Do they get there? It's very close on the far sideline. A fourth down call from Michigan at their own 37. My goodness. They say they've got it. The second fake special teams play by the Wolverines today. Tommy, what do you see in the glasses?
I can't see, really. There are too many people over there, but it looks like it's obviously close. I don't know. It's right there on the sideline. They still got to bring the chains out, so who knows? Probably got it. The way things are going, probably got it.
Gamecocks with a stop.
No. The official rule.
He says first down.
Yeah, he did.
Boy, the Gamecock sideline went crazy like they held him.
They did. Sure did. And then all of a sudden he walks up and signaling it for Michigan. So,
boy, that's a tough place to call it right there on the Gamecock sideline, too.
This is a first down at the 30-yard line for Kansas State. Kaufman, back shoulder throw, making the catch. Breaking free is Quarles. Touchdown! Check that, Hilburn. Hilburn scores, and just like that, Kansas State has a chance to tie the game with 1:13 to go, and there's a flag down in the end zone.
Result of the play was a touchdown. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 82, excessive celebration, offense. That 15-yard penalty is being enforced on the extra point.
That's a huge call. Adrian Hilburn, an excessive celebration call. Wow. So that means now you have to try the two-point conversion from the 18-yard line.
They brought the blitz, a missed tackle, and Hilburn just outruns the defense. And right now, you're a senior. You got to know better. Any kind of individual attention you try to bring to yourself, and they're going to call you.
Boy, did that celebration warrant the flag? One salute to the crowd. Kaufman has to put it in the end zone, and he will. Incomplete over the head of Quarles. So Syracuse, with 1:13 to go, is in a great position now, up by 2, and Kansas State's going to have to try an onside kick.
Side now, Oregon shifts over there. Ball's loose.
Do you believe it?
Got the high bounce. And then the wrestling match at the bottom, and Oregon comes out with it. Patrick Chung may have been at the bottom there.
But hold on, Oklahoma's got the football. And they're saying, wait a minute, the pileups over there, we've got the ball over here.
But if this goes to review, it's going to be awful difficult to reverse this call. Question is, does the ball go 10 yards before it's touched by the receiving team?
It's actually hit before 10 yards, and it's hit by an Oregon player. That's illegal.
Ball was taken away. First down.
Well, I don't know. That ball was touched before it went 10 yards. But it's going to be first down Ducks. Shouldn't be.
After review, there's conclusive video evidence that the ball was touched by a receiving team player, which makes the ball live. Oregon ball, first down.
That's a bad call. That's a bad call. The ball was touched first by an Oregon player, not the receiving team, not Malcolm Kelly.
That three-point stance on 3rd and 19. Lawrence. Young was getting close, and the pass is complete and fumbled. And the Buckeyes pick it up. And barreling into the end zone is Jordan Fuller. They called it a catch and a fumble and a scoop and score.
Was he bobbling this football, or did he have possession? Akuda, tight coverage.
Ooh, I don't know.
Boy, he's holding on to that football.
He has possession of that ball. That's a catch.
On the field with a catch, a fumble and return for a touchdown. The previous play is under review.
I think he had it long enough. I agree. And Okudah getting that long arm out there. That's why he's frustrated. He didn't win the Thorpe Award. He felt he was the best defensive back in the country this year.
After further review, the pass is ruled as incomplete. Therefore, it will be 4th and 19 at the 20-yard line.
Take it short. Lateral. They practiced that on Wednesday. Time's going to expire on the game, so this either goes or it doesn't. Ball still alive. It's got to be a backwards lateral. Get behind it. Still alive.
Duke doing a nice job staying spacing all over. Oh, he got a block.
Blockers. They got blockers. They've got a lane. 40-yard line. No black shirts between the goal line. Can you believe what you just saw?
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The play is under review.
A penalty flag is dropped for a block in the back. And now they're reviewing it. Will we have an untimed down? The penalty's on Miami. So the ACC officiating crew still looking this one over. And obviously they want to get it right.
Yeah.
It's a game-deciding play. And we talked about the implications earlier. This can decide who gets into the ACC championship game later on this season.
Boy, it's never over till it's over, huh? That's why they say it.
One.
The thing that was amazing was how both of these teams, you could tell, had practiced this and worked on it and really had it covered. And it wasn't until at the end that Miami's was ready to break out.
After review, there was never a knee down by any of the runners of Miami. However, the blocking question was from the side, not from the back. It's a legal play. Touchdown. Game is over.
Hurricanes win.
On 4th and 13. Just throwing it up. That'll do it. It wasn't easy, but it's a win. And Oklahoma State will move to 2-0 on the season.
Intentional grounding. Number 2 was still in the pocket, and there was no receiver in the area. That's a loss of down foul at the spot of the foul, and there will be one untimed down.
Wow.
First down, Central Michigan.
You can't just throw it up, I guess. There wasn't anybody in the area. They didn't run anybody down the field, and I guess the officials knew exactly what the Cowboys were trying to do in this situation. And there was nobody down the field. Yeah, nobody's down the field. Nobody ran out on a route. They were all in a protection. They were all in that pocket cup.
Rush, stepping up, throwing to Kroll, catches the lateral. Here comes Willis. Willis racing to the end zone. Touchdown! Unbelievable! Central Michigan does it! Mike, the officials are looking it over. What do you see?
Yeah, I'll tell you, we've been having a real discussion here as to whether or not they should have extended this game for the one-play period, because the rule book does state that you don't extend for an offensive penalty if the offensive penalty includes loss of down, which the intentional grounding did. So as we look at it here, yeah, we think this is a touchdown, but we really think we're looking at a misenforced penalty here.
The Campbell Award, meaning the academic Heisman, is presented by the National Football Foundation.
Martinez to throw it over the middle. He finds Jamal Turner. And what a block! Kenny Bell! Turner! Touchdown, Nebraska! That's the best block we've seen this year. Flag on the play. Woo!
Necessary roughness. Offense number 80.
That's terrible.
15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Charles.
That was one of the best blocks I've ever seen levied.
Come on.
And what they're going to say is watch at the end of the play as Turner catches the football. Listen.
That's football. Charles, that's football. What is he supposed to do?
An explanation is demanded.
Oh, man. Here we
He's
go.
got it wide open.
Nobody
Brad
rushed.
Wing. He's got a blocker in front. Rainey is back. No good. Touchdown. LSU.
They might bring this back because of celebrating into the end zone. In Australia, you're allowed to do this, but in college football, this year you're not. Watch him start to celebrate right there. That's going to cost them the touchdown and a 15-yard penalty.
Brand new
During
rule.
the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, 38 of the kicking team taunting. The 15-yard penalty is forced from the spot of the foul.
Up and not jumping. They're in a one-back offense. Charles Johnson slams the ball to the ground. 28 seconds left. Bieniemy trying to punch it in, stopped at the 1. Second down, 1 yard. Bieniemy stacked up. I don't think he's in. That's what Johnson does. Stops the clock with 2 seconds left. Johnson himself, is he in? Yes! Oh my goodness!
The ball game.
Look out, they're all over the field.
The fans are streaming onto the field as if Missouri won.
Oh my goodness!
That's Jesse James, a tight end in motion. This throw dangerous, and is it intercepted? Von Bell saying he's got it, and he does.
Well, Darren Lee brought quick pressure. And Hackenberg, that's going to get, that hit the ground.
Yeah,
that's not going to stand. But the problem for Christian Hackenberg is he did not step into the throw because of the pressure from Darren Lee.
After further review, the ruling on the field of an interception stands. First and 10 at Ohio State.
He'll make. So Corey Getchie punts. And Larry Taylor, the Cardinal player, saying call for a fair catch. The officials say no. Now Taylor's on his way. He will score. Louisville sideline in an uproar. Many of the coaches gesturing at the officials that he signaled for a fair catch. But the officials do not agree. And Taylor goes 74 for a touchdown. Well, clearly the first man there who was right there when Taylor caught the ball, yeah, he waved. Yeah, he did wave. And you saw the first man down for Louisville, Bilal Powell, stop. Then the whole team stopped. They stopped their coverage. He did wave. Right here, you're going to see it. Yeah, I mean, that's clearly in fair catch signal as far as Powell's concerned.
Eager to get the football back. Brings some pressure against Beck, who stands and delivers on the sideline. It's intercepted. Picked up by Barron. Cuts back. Jahdae Barron still alive. Dragged down at the 9. There is a flag on the field back in the secondary, so hold on.
Top of the route, if it's defensive
Pass
holding or
interference.
offensive.
Number 7. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul with an automatic first down.
So instead of Texas football first and goal, Georgia's going to be set up out across the 40. They're showing the replay.
The top of the route, you tell me. There's contact both ways.
Oh, no, come on. Really?
The entire...
Yeah, the students are now raining bottles down. And this is unfortunate. This is going to delay the game. That's the student section down there in the corner. They're not going to win the Taco Bell contest at this rate.
No.
Right, Wild. Leave it alone, move on with the game.
There was no defensive pass interference.
Oh, my goodness.
The ball will be at the 9-yard line.
Kirby Smart cannot believe it. So Bill Lamagna, a discussion. They have changed the call, which is an enormous moment in this game.
Yeah.
Are you surprised they changed it, Bill?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'd like to know how it came about, who stepped up, who came in to talk about it, because it's not reviewable. It would have to be an on-field decision.
Ross Troutman with the kick.
The massive 16 of 24 for 214 and a couple of touchdowns, but that one was huge, John. A field goal would win this ball game.
Well, the kick was hooked going towards the left upright, and I'm not so sure that went in by that first look.
So how'd you like to be Buddy Ward right now making this call up in the booth? And he's thinking, geez, I was perfect. Now if I miss this one and we lose this game.
Review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Try is good.
Wow. Well, I guess they're looking for indisputable video evidence, but I'd have to lean with you.
McElroy drifting right. Nobody open. Wow. Did he catch that? Was that intercepted?
Well, Peterson caught it. I'll tell you that. He got a foot in, I think. Well, he was tucking the ball, though.
My goodness.
It's under further review. I did not hear what the ruling on the field was.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Patrick Peterson.
What a play. His right foot, I thought his right toe came down. Watch this. Gee.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Incomplete pass, third down.
Wartenschlager to the sideline, caught. First down. Woo! What a hit! Denzel Ward! You got barbecue back there? And you didn't invite me? Hurt my feelings.
I think that on this play, Denzel Ward is trying to lower the strike zone. He went in shoulder first and tried to go into the chest. He did not launch upward. He did not use the crown. See how his head is to the side?
That should just not be a targeting.
I agree. I agree.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Targeting, defense, number 12 has been disqualified.
Gets the hop. It was mishandled. Ball is still bouncing around. And the Heels have it in midfield. A flag did come in.
I think it's offsides on North Carolina.
Offsides. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
So take away the recovered onside kick. It was Freeman Jones, the kicker, who came in there and booted. Then it was recovered, but they're going to have to re-kick it now.
I want to see where this offsides is, because I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Dave?
Let's take another look from this angle.
30's the closest, but he's not offsides. Nobody's offsides unless it was on the other side.
Quick flip, Brandon James gets a little bit of a brush block, and he's caught and dropped at the 20-yard line. And another flag. This one thrown by the referee.
Yeah, I think Patrick Jones is going to get called on this one, I believe, for Arkansas. Unnecessary roughness or something, unsportsmanlike. Nice pursuit by the Arkansas defense, but another penalty.
Personal foul, number 96, defense.
Malcolm Shepard.
First down.
Was it Malcolm Shepard? I thought it was 95. Could have been Shepard 96.
So Rosen in the gun. Perkins to his right, two wideouts each way. Gets the snap. Sets up the screen to Perkins. He makes a catch. It gets lit up by Nate Gary, and a flag comes out. They're going to get Gary for a high hit here. It's going to be a high hit on Gary. Boy, he timed that beautifully and drilled him at the 17-yard line, but hang on, or maybe a penalty.
Could be a helmet-to-helmet, and could it be another one of those that gets Gary an early exit?
Remember, he got ejected at the Iowa game.
Personal foul. Targeting. 25. Defense.
Boy, I just don't
play is under further review.
Big tackle.
We're seeing it for the first time.
Oh, it's just a good football play, man.
You know, here's the problem with this, okay? You're putting defensive players in a position, and he didn't try to lead with his head. He tried to lead with his shoulder.
Review. The ruling on the field of targeting is confirmed. Number 25 is disqualified.
This has gone too far.
Has elected not to use a 10-second runoff.
And another 3-and-out.
On 3rd down and 10. They tried to bring pressure. Hurts running out of time. Just lofts it in the air, and they yank down the receiver. Stingley pulled down the receiver. There's still no flag on the near sideline. Jaden Hazelwood, the intended target. Marcel Brooks, part of a blitz.
Yeah, he definitely grabbed him and altered his course. That very easily and should have been pass interference. Stingley knew he was beat, and he's just trying to catch up. But at the end, the contact wasn't the problem. The fact that he grabbed the arm and pulled him away from the play, that's what has Lincoln Riley rightfully upset.
We'll see if Stavi throws the football. Now he's just going to run to the middle of the field and put the ball down at the 15-yard line. It was interesting. He just put the ball down. He didn't take a knee. He just put the ball on the ground. He's saying he gave himself up, so it's down. But there's 4 seconds left. The clock's running. The clock's still going. The official didn't respot the ball, and the game's over. The official took forever to put the ball down. Gary Anderson can't believe it, and the Sun Devils win the game. So again, Arizona State saying he just put the ball in and give himself up.
You've got one guy down here waiting on the ball. That's a delay game. Now the ball's set, and the official is telling them no, you can't go, whereas they should have been able to snap that ball.
2nd down and 10. This time in the spread. And the counter coming back the other way, wide open field. Daniel Dufresne. Dufresne trying to outrun the angles. Inside the 30, 20, all the way down to the 3-yard line. The ball came out at the end. Ohio State's got it, but I think the ground caused it.
No, it came out when he hit the ground. The ball's going to be marked at the 3-yard line.
What a run.
What a big play for the Illini.
At the end of the play, going down. Oh, maybe it did come out.
They better get this ball snapped quickly.
Better hurry. Deuce Williams. Is he going to get the snap? Oh, boy, you don't want a long count here. 1st and goal, and he fumbled it. Found control to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Here comes the extra man for Florida from fires, and it is caught by Cager.
C.J. Henderson covered it so good, he thought the ball would be to the outside, and it ends up, he tries to knock it down with the back of his hand.
Now, did the ball touch the ground there?
Oh, yeah, that's not going to be a catch. The ball touched, and then it moved.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. 1st down.
Oh. Okay, surprise to all of us and Dan Mullen.